Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I just got what you see there on your screen. Casey Jones. This is from Iron Studios, part of their 1/10 scale Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles lines. So hopefully you'll join me through the video and see what this guy's all about. Um, so yeah, I just got this via Iron Studios themselves. I bought this directly from them, and it shipped out pretty quickly. So I'm glad I have it in. So we'll open it up, do some comparisons to the other turtles that I have in this line. But pretty cool box nonetheless. Ninja Turtles logo, Casey himself, or at least a statue of him, and then the name of the character, art scale, 1/10 scale. Pretty, yeah, obviously similar to the other turtle 1/10 scale pieces if you've seen those, but pretty cool box nonetheless. I have not opened it, so this is my first time looking through this. Hopefully there's no breakage or anything. I've been lucky so far with these 1/10 scales. I haven't had much of an issue with them. So, yep, let's move on through the unboxing. Okay, so no breakage, which is good. Statue came in packaged really well. Obviously, you guys see I took all this tissue paper out, but this is all essentially of what you get in there. You get the base, you get the hockey stick, which that's where his hands are on, two ninja stars, which I'm assuming go on the base, and then obviously Casey himself comes in one piece with the exception of the hands. So I'm going to take these out and we'll go one by one over the different pieces. Okay, so here we go. This is the base itself, obviously. So it's pretty nicely detailed. Obviously, very in vein as the other turtles, similar vein. Street pavement, nicely done. Looks like a tarmac or something, but it looks really good. We got some pipe here, part of the base, and then some more pipes here with some bruises and or whatever you call them there, some smudges, which looks really good. The brick, there it is. Looks a little orangey for my taste, but it looks good nonetheless. I think in hand, it looks apart, right? You see some the brick, some mortar in between, so it looks really cool. As far as what's on the base itself, obviously it looks like a broken bat here with some tape wrapped around it, which is really cool. Here's the other part of the bat that's been broken, which I'm assuming he beat up a Foot Clan member there. Some I thought these were magnets initially. I'm assuming these are meant to be pucks, hockey pucks. It's what I'm thinking, right? Because the character comes with his hockey stick in his hands. Some more brick here. The garbage can itself is done really, really well. I do, even though obviously this is not metal, but it's really good. Well put together, and they added all this rust and detail here to the top of the garbage can lid. And there is, I'm assuming, what's supposed to be a black plastic bag, sort of peeking out. Somebody put their trash in there. But overall, the base is pretty good. Not as heavy or as weight or as substance wise as the other ones. Like Donnie's base was pretty heavy. Someone's like a paperweight. This one's not light by any means, but it's lighter than the others. But I think overall they've done an awesome job with what's included here for 1/10 scale. Here's the notch or the section where one of the feet will go. It looks like there is, I don't know if you could see it, but there is a little section for a peg to go in there. And I want to say this is where the other foot goes. And I'm hoping right here where my thumb is that this is a magnet. I like when they include magnets on the bases, because it kind of holds the character in place a little better. As I said, you also get two ninja stars, which I'm going to attempt to take out of here. And again, my assumption is that this goes somewhere on the base. No instructions as to where to put these. But again, similarly done. I think Raph or Leo perhaps had ninja stars on her base, but I'll show you those in a second. But it looks like here's the notch for the star to go in, and then same thing here. There's a little notch here. I'm going to assume then that this goes, there's a section here, I don't know if you guys could see it, to put a ninja star. And it looks like the other one may go on the trash can. And I'm looking at the box itself for sort of some guidance here, but I'm going to say that this one, it's where the tab slightly bent, is going to go in here. Or maybe not. I could be completely wrong. So that's not it. But I know one definitely goes in here. So I'm going to try to do this on camera for you guys. So it looks to be like this. It's not the most secure fit, at least from what I can tell. You can kind of just pull it out. So just be really careful when you're putting this in. That I would say don't force it, but I'm gonna put mine in like that, and you know it's in there. It's not super secure, but I would just be really careful with putting it in. I'm gonna try and figure out how to put in this other second star, at least according to the picture in the box. It's supposed to go somewhere in here, but I'll figure that out. Anyway, next thing is the hockey stick. You guys can see it here with the hands. And the hands are kind of like a dark purple. I know they look kind of black maybe on the video with some, I could be colorblind also, guys. Bluish purple maybe with some red highlight there and some white. The hockey stick Eastman, I believe that's a throwback to, is it Kevin Eastman? Right? If you know Turtles, you know who that is. But that's cool that they added that on the hockey stick. The tape's really well done. The hands, I think, are well defined again for 1/10 scale. And again, some more tape. It's really light. I would just be really careful. I mean, you're not going to be throwing this around, but it looks like it's got some flex to it. The cool thing is, again, magnets, which is really cool. I like magnets when, you know, they hold the thing better in place. So I don't think we'll have an issue with this potentially falling out or anything. And then lastly, of course, is the main attraction here, which is Casey Jones himself. And move this out of the way. And there we go. I like this. I think obviously this is my first reaction. You guys are seeing this with me the first time. And based on first impressions, very, very cool. Here's the, let's start from the bottom up, right? Sneakers, green with some white, really nicely done. Some smudges to make it look dirty, used and dingy. The base, I mean, the sole is pretty, I mean, you're not going to see it, right? So that's why they put it there, but there is a magnet on the foot. So it should attach pretty well, hopefully, to the base. The pad here, the shin guard, really cool. Some nice detailing there. And then the same thing here on this leg with the sneaker. Again, really well done. And the, as you can see, the shin guard. He's got this knee pads, which again go really well along with that. I mean, it's supposed to be all one piece anyway. At least what's interesting here is he's got one knee pad here, but not here. So nice little detail. And the jeans, again, well done for 1/10 scale. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing to focus. But yeah, it's good. Looks like a pair of used jeans that have seen better days. He's got some rips here on the knee on this side. And the folds and the paints, again, really well done. Looking at his top here, again, looks like some kind of hoodie that he cut the sleeves off of, which is, again, trademark Casey costume. Really cool, really well done. The back here, again, following that same detail. No issues yet. Shoulder pads, only one, which I guess I don't, you know, it's interesting. He's going for this knee pad and shoulder guard on one side, but nothing here, which, hey, looks cool. But again, that shoulder guard done really well. You guys can see some of the detail there. And then moving on to this belt here too for his whatever, I want to call it a backpack, even though I know it's not a backpack, but where he's holding all his weapons. Yeah, it's well done. And then of course, this is really cool. It's got some, I guess, something there kind of used to cover up the hole. Yeah, this is really, really cool. I know it comes off a bit shiny, the red, but it's not, and neither is the gray. I think it's the light in the room that I'm in. But I think it's well done. There's a zipper, and the weapons in here are pretty cool, right? We have some, of course, golf clubs. These are soft, so I would just be really careful. More golf clubs, and then we've got, I guess, cricket bats, regular bats, whatever else, aluminum baseball bat that Casey can get his hands on to fight Foot Clan. And then for me, obviously the hair and the mask are really well done. This is really cool. Again, there's not a lot of definition you can put into this Casey's mask, but it's really cool. There's even like by the eyebrows some lines going up, so the mask definitely looks like it's angry. Um, Actually, kind of reminds me of a character from a video game called Splatterhouse. But this is Casey Jones nonetheless. It looks really cool. The hair, again, for 1/10 scale, it's really well done. There's some nice detail there. But and I think the pose definitely is what makes Casey great here. The arm definition, I want to say it's a little pale, but I think it fits. I guess the iteration of this character, whatever Iron Studios was going for, it fits everything else. But it's not plain by any means. There's different shades of little colors of tan, different skin colors there, so it's not all plain looking. But there you go. But it's good. But overall, I think the pose definitely fits the character. Now, how this fits in here, as I showed you earlier, there is a section here for this foot, and there's definitely a magnet on the foot that goes here. There's a circle. Essentially, you're just going to fit this in there. It fits right in, and the magnet grabs it. This is what I love about magnets on bases for things like this is it's secure, so it's really cool. Then the next thing to do, once I figure out where this goes, is the hockey stick here. So obviously looking at the picture, hockey stick goes like that. And there are magnets, as I said. So you're going to try and put this on around the same time. And the magnets are pretty strong. So that's good. Yeah, but here we go, guys. I'm loving this. I'm as a huge Ninja Turtles fans. I was initially only going to get the 4 turtles and call it a day, but I saw Casey. I like the pose, I like the character, and I figure, hey, why not? Let's get him. Definitely worth it on my end. I think it's very well put together. I love the fact that they added magnets here on the one foot that's not picked in. The magnets on the hands are pretty strong, and the detail overall for a 1/10 scale piece, it's done really, really well. Okay, so before we move on to the comparisons, here, just a short note. The second star is supposed to go on the garbage can lid here. The only problem I have is, at least on mine, it's not very secure. It's a star here with, this section here slightly bent in. I tried switching stars, so the one that's on the pipe back here, I tried putting it here. That was a no-go. So this definitely goes on a garbage can lid. The only problem is the way it's supposed to go. It doesn't sit securely, at least on my copy. It's kind of just like there, and I don't want to force it in because these are so they're so thin. I'm afraid it may break. So that's a bit of a letdown, just something to be aware of. I mean, it doesn't kind of ruin the whole figure for me, but I really wish they did a better job with this little accessory so they could fit in better. You may need a dab of like crazy glue or super glue if you want this to stay on and not fall off. But for now, I'm just going to be careful when moving this guy and ensuring that star kind of stays in there. But overall, minus the little star that doesn't fit. Everything else, I think, to me, came off great. He's got good presence. The pose definitely fits the character. So again, I'm going to give Iron Studios kudos on this one. I think they did a great job. If you're a fan of Casey, I don't know how many Casey Jones statues we get, but this is definitely one to get. Okay, so as we close the video, I figured I'd do some comparisons to the other 1/10 scale Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I have, which right now it's only the 4 turtles. But just to start off, here he is next to Leo. Obviously, Leo is sitting higher. So if you're going to put these, I would probably try and put Casey on front of Leo so as not to cover up Casey, but I think they look cool. The other one that we have here is, just trying to pick these up, Mikey here. And I think, just trying to move you guys, definitely looks cool. That right there alone looks pretty cool. I think they've done such an awesome job with these. They look really well together. So because I'm running out of room, I'm going to move Leo here and switch him out for Donnie. And with Donnie here, I think these two poses kind of complement each other. They're very similar stance-wise anyway, but that looks cool nonetheless. Let's move Mikey out of the way here and give you a Raph. I know Raph and Casey normally kind of go along together. They get along really well. So there you go. That's Casey next to Raph and Donnie. But definitely really cool to have Casey Jones added to the collection. Okay, guys, so to close the video, just want to give you a bit of a group shot. I think this is how I'm going to end up displaying all 5 of these pieces when they go in my case. As far as Casey himself, he is definitely worth it. I think if you are already into this line so far with the 4 turtles, he's definitely a worthy addition. Now, I don't know how he would look with the more comic oriented pieces. I believe they're more muted and dark and gray. In Casey being so colorful, he may stand out a bit, but I still think he's a cool piece nonetheless. So sorry for the shaky video, but I'm doing this just with my hands. Just want to show you all 5 pieces so far that I have. I do have Shredder, Krang, Bebop, and Rocksteady on pre-order that I'm gonna pair up with these 5. I don't have Splinter or April pre-order. Splinter, if it's still available, I may get him on sale. April I will not get because I wasn't crazy about that specific piece or her post anyway. But these 5 here, definitely. Casey, I would say, is definitely a must, at least for me. So definitely kudos to Iron Studios. If you made it to the end of the video, again, thank you so much for your very valuable time. If I missed anything, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. But otherwise, thank you so much for spending your very valuable time with me and with Casey and the Turtles here. Really appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next video.